Hey, so you're thinking about making the move to central San Diego. You're trying to figure out what's the best neighborhood. Well, here we're going to go through 4 up and coming neighborhoods in the center, the metro area of San Diego. And I'm going to bring to you the best, the good, the bad, the ugly, so you understand everything that's happening in terms of development, entertainment, lifestyle in 4 up and coming neighborhoods you likely don't know about, but that have amazing locations right in the middle of town. So if that's what you're looking for, stick with me. We're going to get after it right now. We're kicking off in Barrio, Logan, just south of downtown San Diego, located right on the San Diego Bay and 10 minutes to the beach in Coronado, but also 10 minutes to the airport right there in downtown. It is an amazing location with easy access, and the best thing about it is that it really has its own flavor, its own culture, its own up and coming food scene. In fact, foodies are flocking to Barrio, Logan for all kinds of new trendy restaurants that are popping up, plus of course classics like Cuatro Millas, which a lot of San Diegans consider maybe the best taco shop in town. Now, Barrio Logan has a lot of history and a big artistic scene. In fact, it's known for the big murals right there under the bridge that people will drive through in Chicano Park. And it's beautiful. I mean, it's really something to go and see. But also, you see a lot of up and coming business. The business environment in Barrio Logan is growing. And so the real estate market has also been doing really, really well in Barrio Logan. You have a lot of new development. You have also a lot of investors that are buying older properties and fixing them up. And as a result, what happens is that the value of everything around it ends up increasing because as investors do this, they're showing the potential of the location. And of course, that shouldn't be a surprise. Look at what surrounds it. Not only Coronado, of course, to the south, but again, downtown is right there. Just north of it, you get to Grant Hill, and eventually you get into neighborhoods like Golden Hill, which we're going to talk about in a moment, into South Park, into North Park, Mission Hills, Hillcrest. And so there's really no surprise, like I said, that real estate values have done so well, but there's still so much opportunity because there's a lot of older property. And some of the oldest properties in San Diego County are in Barrio Logan, just waiting for redevelopment and waiting for revitalization and for investors just like you potentially to come in, make an impact, improve the neighborhood, and people are getting rewarded very handsomely for doing so, of course, when they do a good job. A lot of really fun businesses are popping up there as well, including creative businesses, art studios, breweries, which sure, it's not a creative business to brew, but the way they're building these concepts, the restaurant concepts, it's not just, hey, here's another spot. They all have something special to them. So definitely go in and take a look. And finally, when you look at what the city is doing with Barrio Logan, they're putting energy into it. The urban planning that's happening, the green spaces that are being designated, there is absolutely, unquestionably investment going in. So there is an opportunity there to have, it kind of just reminds me if you think about an East Village downtown, but years ago, and again, just located adjacent to it. So make sure that you make a stop there because next we're going to go in and discuss the second neighborhood in central San Diego that's up and coming that you want to make sure you know about, that you're considering. It's called Golden Hill. Now, before we go there, I'm Dan Beer Home Team here, eXp Realty, and I've pinned in the comments and also in the description easy ways for you to get a hold of us. So people just like you every single day are sending us text messages, phone calls, emails, or setting up Zoom calls to explain, share, and go through how we can help you make a smooth move. So if your move is in 9 days, 9 months, 9 years, it's all the same to us. Just make sure you reach out. We're going to help make the whole thing really easy for you. And don't forget to tap the bell and make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you're the first to know of any changing market conditions. With that all said, let's go to Golden Hill. It has an awesome location on the southeast corner of Balboa Park, running all the way west to the 5 freeway, north of the 94. And then it has South Park and North Park just above it, which have had so much development, so much revitalization, restaurants, the food scene, the bar scene, all of it. And it's really leaking into Golden Hill. South of Golden Hill, of course, you have Grant Hill and Sherman Heights, and then from there, even Logan Heights that we just discussed. So as far as location, to when you're trying to get to the beach, you're talking about 15-minute drive to get to the beach, so super easy, and still about only 10 minutes to the airport, just because the freeway access there is so easy. So it just has this kind of really a true suburb of downtown feeling, but with still a metro kind of, it's not a suburbs feeling, at least not the way we think of the suburbs here in Southern California. Now, what I really love about it is just the streets, man. They're charming. So you have Victorian homes, and you have all of these well-preserved craftsman style properties that just line the streets there. And it has this wonderful just charm to it. I mean, you can't manufacture charm. You can't make charm up. You just can't do it. And Golden Hill has it in spades. Now, the Historic Committee has done an awesome job of preserving a lot of the architecture there. There's tax incentives when a property is deemed historical. And they've really done a good job, like I said, because it has some of the oldest buildings in the county, just like Barrio Logan that we just discussed. And so it really just adds to the charm. Now, it's not a big business area, meaning it's not where there's big industry, big companies. It's more local coffee shops, eateries, right? A very residential kind of local feel. And of course, your local mechanic might be there, all that sort of thing, your local dry cleaner. It's just its own self-contained neighborhood. And again, one of the things I really love about it, because if you think of like New York City living, I love the idea that no matter what little area, say within Manhattan, whether you're on the Lower East Side or the Upper West Side, wherever you might be, has it all of what you need. And Golden Hill is very much set up that same way. Now, one of my favorite eateries in San Diego is there. It's not fancy, by the way, but if you're a steak lover, you have to make sure that you go. It's called the Turf Club. And the Turf Club is just one of these places that, again, you couldn't manufacture the authenticity of this place. Old restaurant, and it just has the perfect, I don't know if I'm going to make this sound good or not, but kind of the dingy carpet, the red lighting, the old, just old school, almost kind of mafioso style booths, and there's just a way that all comes together in a charming way. It is one of these spots where you cook your own steak, and so you're there, you gather with your friends or whoever you're there with, and it makes a great date spot. They have great martinis, and you just cook and you eat. So if you're looking for the ultimate mob boss restaurant, go to the Turf Club in Golden Hill. And just like Barrio Logan, same discussion, tons of redevelopment, multifamily that's going up. You have clear investment and also just some new development, some triplexes, condominium developments, multifamily developments that are really nice, really new, bringing new levels of luxury to Golden Hill that hadn't been seen previously. And so it's creating a lot of demand. All right, next we're doing Normal Heights, and it is one of my favorite neighborhoods with an awesome location, just east of the 805, west of the 15. But if you look at the neighborhood surrounding it, the reason I love Normal Heights as an up-and-coming neighborhood is that there's such quality neighborhoods all around it. And then also a geographic barrier with the canyon that just splits off and spills into Mission Valley, but of course you can't build into the canyon. So east of Normal Heights, on the opposite side of the 15, is Kensington. Kensington's one of the most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful storybook-like neighborhoods in all of San Diego County, all of Southern California. I'll go out there and say it is awesome. And we have an amazing video coming for you on Kensington. So make sure that you go and look for that. And if you don't have it yet, let us know in the comments. Say, guys, get on it. Get us a Kensington video. So beautiful multi-million-dollar homes in Kensington. Now, to the west, you have University Heights. University Heights, it has just so many restaurants and a really lively scene. It's artsy. It's the kind of place that just always has desire in terms of people want to go there, they want to hang out, and people, again, there are also investing, bringing up the quality of that neighborhood. Southeast, or southwest, I should say, is North Park. And you know all about North Park. I mean, it is really one of the places in San Diego that's most blossomed. And so it's just surrounded by all of these more well-known neighborhoods than Normal Heights is known for, which is exactly why I love Normal Heights, because you have proximity to all these places. You get to use all their restaurants, their shops, their coffee bars, right? All of it. You get to use all of it as your own. It has its own. It has awesome spots. Awesome. Polite Provisions, that you're going to get my endorsement. Go there. I mean, if you want to see just a cool old school place to grab a drink, go to Polite Provisions. And it'll give you a sense for what's happening in Normal Heights. But as all of that continues to improve, well, what happens is it squeezes all that value toward Normal Heights. And so Normal Heights just has this natural protection from all these different neighborhoods. And if you're a little bit like me and you go to Normal Heights, you just kind of like the fact that, hey, you're not in one of those other more popular neighborhoods. You're sort of in the know. So if you want to be kind of, right, you like a really cool hip place, but it needs to be a little off the radar, you're also going to like that about it. Now, the main thoroughfare in Normal Heights, so the main street is going to be Adams Avenue. And if you take Adams, it'll draw you right into Kensington. You can take it west and make your way over to when you eventually hit Park, which is going to then put you right in the heart of University Heights. So Adams is that avenue that is going to take you to all that you need. North and south of it, you're going to enjoy this wonderful neighborhood. And you have awesome real estate with big views off the north side of Normal Heights over Mission Valley. overseeing a lot of central San Diego. So make sure you check that one out. We're going to round it out with our final neighborhood, Bankers Hill. So for Bankers Hill, we make our way back west some, and now we're on the west side of Balboa Park, north of downtown San Diego, and Little Italy being one of the neighborhoods closest to it, along with Cortez Hill. So what's really cool about Bankers Hill is that you get away from some of the hustle and bustle of downtown. You look at Little Italy, I mean, the amount of traffic, the amount of cars, the tourism, the local tourism. I mean, I don't live in Little Italy. I go and have dinner there, on a very routine basis. So it has all of that, which you can walk to, that you really get out of there and into much more of a neighborhood feel, but still definitely a downtown feel. So it has a really nice mix of both of those elements. Walkable to Balboa Park. You can walk up north and you'll hit amazing neighborhoods like Mission Hills and Hillcrest. And they have a plethora of restaurants and, tons to do up there. As well as once you're in Bankers Hill, you have your great little neighborhood spots. Two of my favorite spots, by the way, for you to check into, Books and Records. Awesome little restaurant. Used to be called Bankers Hill. That's actually the name of the restaurant in the past. Now it's called Books and Records. And you're gonna love this place. Nice little outdoor space as well. Make sure you check that out. And they have a heck of a cocktail waiter there. And then also Azuki. If you're into sushi, go to Azuki. Like, drop what you're doing now, stop, drive there. You could go eat some of the freshest fish across San Diego County. So Bankers Hill also has a lot of businesses, which is nice because it has a lot of banks, it has title companies, it has a lot of office buildings. It has, by the way, one of the most well-known restaurants in San Diego County, and definitely the iconic Mr. A's, with one of the most beautiful views off of its rooftop deck there that you'll get anywhere across San Diego County. In fact, if you can make your way to Mr. A's just for a drink, okay, it's an expensive restaurant, but go there for a drink, go there for just go. The airport is just beyond it. The airplanes are landing. It's beautiful. And if you're there ever on something like the 4th of July, the fireworks, you see them from just about every angle. Definitely a place to be. Bankers Hill is that spot where you say, hey, I'm downtown. I want to be downtown, but you know what? I need a little bit of space. I need to be able to walk down the street and not bump into anybody, but I'm not ready for the burbs. I want a little bit more of an urban environment still. Then Bankers Hill makes a great choice. And with that, you have 4 neighborhoods that are up and coming, improving, have renovation, have development, have everything from large developers putting money in to mom and pop developers like me and you. And it is a great location no matter which one of these 4 neighborhoods you pick. So there you have it. Again, make sure you subscribe to the channel and tap that bell. Get your notifications so you're the first to know what's going on. I'm Dan Beer, and I'll see you on the next video.